Hello everyone. So let us start first video for the playlist, that is statistics basics. Before starting the topic, let us go through the course content. In this playlist, we'll be discussing all the major topics that you will be needing to start your journey as a data scientist, as a data analyst, or as a business analyst. So in this, we'll be discussing about the types of variables, the ways of describing a data set, that is measures of central tendency, measures of variability, and measures of shape. Then we'll discuss about outliers, why we get the outliers, what are the ways in which we can handle the outliers, and how we can detect the outliers. All that we will see. We'll see about different types of distribution, primarily the normal and standard normal distribution. We'll discuss about covariance and correlation. We'll also go through the different types of tests that form on a variable, and we will discuss upon the z-test and t-test. We'll see the central limit theorem. We'll also see the p-value, confidence interval, and confidence level in great detail. At the end, we'll be discussing about hypothesis testing. We'll see the null hypothesis and the alternate hypothesis, and we'll also see some numericals. So please don't forget to subscribe the channel because we will be bringing in more such playlists to help you start your journey in data science. Let's start with the topic for today. Before starting statistics, we need to know what a dataset is. A dataset is simply a collection of data. In this case, I have a dataset in the form of rows and columns, which forms a table. We call this as dataset or a population. A population is an entire group that you want to draw the conclusion about. But if we are considering only a part of the population, we call this as sample. These are our columns: ID, outlook, temperature. These will be a column, right? We can also call the columns as attributes or features. Each cell in the table will represent the values, or we can also call them as data points. So we should remember these terminologies. Moving ahead, let's see the different types of variable that we will be dealing with. So variables can be broadly classified into two types, that is quantitative variables and categorical variables. Quantitative variables, as the name suggests, quantity, right? It tells us about some number or the quantity. The quantitative variables or the numeric variables are further divided into two types, discrete and continuous. Discrete variables can be a whole number or natural numbers. So if we consider an example, a number such as 1, 2, 3, 25, and so on will be a discrete variable. On the other hand, continuous variable will be integers. We can have any number falling in the continuous category. For example, minus 1.5, 2.3, or any number between these values as well will be continuous variable. Moving ahead to categorical variables. As the name suggests, categorical itself represents some category. So we can take example as color of a shirt or economic classes like middle class, upper middle class, rich, poor, like that. So that represents some category. Categorical variables are further divided into two types, that is nominal and ordinal. So the nominal variables are the variables which cannot be arranged in some particular order. For example, if I take the color of a product, it can be black, white, red. Can we arrange these colors in some order? No. So these will be nominal variables. On the other side, the ordinal variables, as the name suggests, are the variables which can be ordered in some particular sequence. For example, if I say rating given by customers, so it can be good, average, or bad. We can arrange them in some order, right? So these will be our ordinal variables. So our variables are broadly classified into two types: quantitative variable and categorical variables. Quantitative variables are numeric variables, which are further divided into discrete and continuous. Categorical variables are non-numeric variables, which are further divided into nominal, which cannot be ordered, and ordinal variables, which can be arranged in some particular order. So that was about types of variables. Now we'll see the different ways of describing a data set. To describe a data set, let us consider a normal distribution. We'll study the normal distribution in great detail in upcoming videos, but let us consider this is a graph. To describe this graph, I need to know what the center of the graph is. Okay, so to describe the center or the central tendency, we need the measures of central tendency. Apart from this, we also need to know what's the extent of this graph, right? Like what's the range of the values, in what range the majority of the values lie. So we need to know such parameters. So for this, we have measures of variability. Then we also know what's the shape of the graph. It's a perfect bell or it has some skewness. How is the tail of the curve? So for this, I have measures of shape. So these are the ways of describing a data set. Let us see each of them in great detail in the upcoming videos. Till then, if you like the video, then please don't forget to press the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.